Welcome to the Boxing and Business Podcast, Killa Boxing Podcast. We got one of the brains behind one of Australia's most influential fashion brands, Geedup. We've got Sammy. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for
Sammy.
having me, Killa.
Sammy, it's a lot going on. I guess Geedup has been across multiple people that I know around the world that have cracked it into the big time. You know, I don't know how you guys do it, but give us the original story how Geedup was created, and how you guys came to where you are today.
Yep. So basically, you've got Paco, Jake. So he's the one man behind the brand now. At the time when Geedup started, it was actually him and his brother. And what they used to do was sell basketball singlets. That's where it started. It wasn't about manufacturing clothes or selling fashion items or anything like that. It was literally just basketball singlets. But not to their knowledge, they ended up selling fraudulent ones, so they're fake. Ended up with some sort of cease and desist order. I thought, oh shit, this has got to stop now. So from that point, he decided to start a clothing label. So he come from a background of, say, on the other side of the tracks, as we all did growing up out west, he was into graffiti. So he turned his graffiti into something that was more design. So turned that into a talent. So he did a design course, learn how to use Photoshop and all that sort of business. Turned that into a brand. So his talent for design graffiti ended up being a brand, being Geedup. Went for 10 years. So started from 2010 to 2020, which he relaunched into what it is now.
Wow.
So it was basically a long sort of stretch to take it to where it is. But he found his niche in the relaunch in 2020 and just went guns blazing. It was down to his last $14,000, living in the factory, living in his car, showering at the gym.
Wow.
Made his one order, and from that day forward, now he's...
What was that one order?
It was $14,000 worth of stock, which was everything he had to his name, and that was a mixture of T-shirts and jumpers and hoodies, One of them being the team logo, which is very similar to the one I'm wearing.
Yep.
That one sort of set the tone for Geedup and really put us on the map. And guess he's taken everyone along with him on the journey.
That's amazing. And creating your own brand is such a difficult process, right?
Well, definitely. I can't say on his behalf because he's definitely created the brand, not me. But from that story alone, and from where we come from and how we grew up, which was quite modest, we've definitely, you got some bad influences and things like that while growing up. You could have went a different path, but found another way out. To know where you came from to where you are now, creating something that's global and highly successful is incredible.
Well, like I saw Kermel Moden, and most recently Terence Crawford.
Yes.
How did the Terence Crawford situation come about?
My good friend Tassie Brown, actually. Tassie, if you're watching, he's a good man. We've connected over the years. Obviously, he's connected with Lukey Jackson, who's a good friend of ours as well.
Yep.
So he was reaching out basically to tell us that Terence was coming over to Australia. And me, in my role at Geedup, which, if you don't know, is the partnerships manager. So I look after anything sports, music, anything like that, partnerships with Geedup. But I'm a big boxing fan and I love boxing. It holds a piece of me from when I was a child till now. So when he said Terence Crawford, look, my eyes lit up. But at the same time, I had to think for the business. Spoke to Jake and I said, look, this is what's going on here. Jake's into his sport and into his boxing, but not as in depth as what I am. To know to me, that was Elvis Presley, Terence Crawford was a big deal. To see someone like that and meet him and follow his career. I really wanted to do it, and I know what he would do for the brand as well. So it wasn't just something that I was a fan of him, but, I don't know if he'd be good for the brand or not. But it was a perfect fit, and we definitely came to the party and spoke to Terence, and he loved the clothes. His family loved the clothes. His family was wearing it. And then we connected before he came over, and then we just let him do his thing with Tassie when he came over and said, look, man, he goes, man, I'm happy to wear the clothes. So he just wore the clothes on his whole trip. So did Tassie, of course. And then, we just connected. I actually interviewed him similar to this.
Awesome.
We went to dinner, pick up, drop off, spent some time together, which was.
What's
was
one
amazing.
thing about Terence that you never forget? It's something when he mentioned to you, or a story he told you. What's something that you keep in your mind whenever you think about him?
One thing that I would say that stuck to me was he won't give you his attention unless your attention deserves to be received.
Oh, wow.
So he was quite abrasive in a sense, quiet, until he realised who he's with is someone that has good intentions and he can actually vibe with them. We weren't just another person that was sitting there just paying for his company. Once he realised, oh shit, man, these guys are down to earth and they're cool and oh man, I'm tired. If you want to go, like that type of stuff. I found that he wouldn't give the attention till he realised you were vibing in it. It was like a moment.
What happened there? Like you said, what happened at that
So it was
situation?
like a moment, actually, to be honest. We actually went to dinner. He wanted to see Sydney. So he was only here for one night.
Yeah.
So we booked Six Head, which was down in the city there.
Oh, yeah, been there.
Yeah, great spot.
Yeah, beautiful.
And I knew he had a strict diet as well, so that catered for what he ate. And we thought, you know what, he wanted to see the city, let's go there. The night we booked it was actually vivid.
Oh, wow.
So getting there was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
For him especially. So we had to make sure that he was sweet. He got through, but he got to walk. So he got to walk through the city, got to see a little bit of it, saw the lights. I could see he was pretty tired. And I did meet him earlier in that day, just briefly. But this was the time we were spending one-on-one. And I just want,
So it was you one-on-one with Terence Crawford?
Me and the team, just the Geedup team.
All right, okay.
So no funny business, no paid stuff, no media, no presentation.
Yeah.
Literally just breaking bread.
Yep.
So that moment there, I could see that he was tired and he was sitting at the table and it was just the Geedup team sitting around there and like I felt bad and distant from him. Like he had his kind of head down and headphones in at one point, looking at his phone. I'm like, shit, I feel bad for this guy because I know like he's been busy since he's been in Australia. He's only here for 5 days.
Yeah.
So I knew he had to get some rest at some point. And I was like, look, bro, if you're fucking tired, go. I'm still going to eat here. Like, I'm here to eat.
Yeah.
But if you're tired, bro, don't think that you have to stay or you're meeting some obligations.
Yeah.
When I said that, he turned around, he looked at me, he locked his phone. He goes, fuck, thanks, bro. But then I had his attention. Not by...
You broke his... he doesn't think anyone was going to say that to him, eh?
Basically, but I wasn't being rude, but I just wanted embrace.
Yeah,
I
because he
understand.
thinks everyone's a yes person.
Yeah,
Correct?
basically.
Yeah.
I said, bro, you're tired, go. But then he was cool. And then after that, man, we were laughing, we were talking, stories.
Yeah.
There were some things that I already knew about him because I already knew that I was going to have a sit-down talk with him on camera. So there was things that I knew that I brought up, that we spoke about. Then from there, man, we jumped in the car, my car. And the car that I had at the time was a big Dodge Ram.
Okay, cool.
And he's from Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh, yes.
So he's probably sick of seeing these Lamborghinis and people trying to impress him. And I walked up to the car and I knew he'd like it. I said, that's the car. He was like, fuck, my man. You know, like he was so pumped that he was going in a Dodge Ram. You know, take him to the airport, talking in the car, listening to music. Then happened to pick him up the next day, take him around. So from that point onwards, the whole trip and the whole engagement with him was unreal. Ended up exchanging phone numbers, stay in touch, just because we got along. And it was fantastic. It was everything I wanted and more, to be honest.
Well, like I said before, that could be the best fight we've ever seen in history. After Sunday.
Yes.
This will probably get released. This will probably get released afterwards. But
yeah.
But if he wins on Sunday, he beats Canelo, he'll be the top 5 fighters, I think, in the history of the sport. And he's already reached that milestone. In terms of he's already top 10, I think. In history.
Yes.
Because of what he's done.
100%. Like we spoke about briefly earlier before we started, talking about what he's achieved in boxing already is...
Yeah, the Errol Spence victory was put him on the map. Put him above everyone.
That's right.
Yeah.
To go up weight divisions, to be undisputed, to go 3 times undisputed if he wins on the weekend. And to be honest, I've been counting down the days. So to know that it's finally here, this Sunday we get to see it. And look, don't get me wrong, I like Terence, but I'm also a Canelo fan too. Yeah. So I do like them both. So it's not like and I don't know who's going to win, to be honest. Yeah. I'd like Terence to win because I feel like I've built a relationship with him now. Yeah. Of course, you got that connection. Yeah. You got the connection. Man, I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, look, in boxing, they always say a good big man always is a good small man. But the people that give Canelo the biggest problems are the boxers. Correct. And there's no better boxer on the planet than Terence Crawford right now. Exactly. So, you know, and that's the X factor right there. Exactly right. But I'm sure Canelo's kept knows this. They're not going in there not knowing this. Yeah. And Canelo's gotten smarter. He's not the same Canelo that fought Floyd. That's right. Mayweather. So I'm saying, man, I'm looking forward to fireworks.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a good day. Check it out. Netflix. Terence Crawford.
That's the other thing too that we're talking about. It's on Netflix, so it's like obviously you have your Netflix subscription, but there's no pay-per-view here. You're not, like you said, you're not trying to look for a crack stream or you're paying big money for a pay-per-view. It's on your Netflix for free.
Yeah, absolutely. I think boxing is a good place right now with the Saudis getting involved.
Yes,
Turkey. Obviously we need to get him on board with a few other fighters like Tim Tszyu. Got to get the Saudis connected with Tim Tszyu. But that's just a personal thing.
That'd be fantastic to see.
But yeah, like we want to try and they're supporting a lot of fighters. Like Terence Crawford would not fight Canelo without the Saudis.
100%.
There's no way Canelo's going to get to fight him, and then where's he going to get the money from?
Correct. It wouldn't have happened. No way.
That's the fight, but made because of these guys. They've got the money and they made it happen.
And look, I don't think they're doing it either for revenue, for
they
views.
Don't care.
That's what he wants to watch.
He wants to watch it.
To watch it himself.
I think, and that's the same as the heavyweight. Remember, you got Joseph Parker versus Wardley.
Yes.
That fight's happening. Everyone's messaging, Joseph Parker should get a title shot now. He should fight Usyk. But really, who wants to watch that? You want to watch Wardley, who's a knockout puncher.
Correct.
He just beat Justice Sweeney, knocked him
right.
out. And then you got Joseph Parker's going to come fight too. He's got some power. He's on a winning streak.
That's right.
That's what you want to watch.
That's what you want to see.
You don't want to watch Usyk is going to box his ears off.
Mastercraft,
Usyk, it's going to be hard to beat Usyk.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. I don't.
Yeah. I think it's not going to be a fan-friendly fight.
Look, a lot of people talk, Jai versus Usyk. But look, they're two different.
Jai versus Usyk would be a good fight to watch.
Yeah, but when and how could that happen? Jai's still got other things to do and achieve first before he even goes there. And then is Usyk still going to be fighting by then?
Yeah, that's right.
So I think he's got to worry about his own division and everything he's doing.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you just have to weigh it up. But it's whatever he wants to watch, it's on.
That's right. Well, that's exactly right.
It's not about what we want to watch.
That's right.
But what he wants to watch is what a lot of people want to watch.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
He wants entertainment. He wants to sit ringside
it's what every fan. He's a fan.
Yes.
He's a boxing fan.
Yeah.
A boxing fan who wants to get involved with boxing.
And has got deep pockets to be able to put on what he wants to see, which majority of the time.
It's very good. Yeah, I think it's a good. It's definitely a good thing for boxing.
Yeah.
And people should, like, we're at a time with boxing now where it's flourishing for the first time ever in history since those days with the Four Kings. You finally get everyone just fighting everyone now.
Yeah.
And no one really cares about that undefeated record. Floyd made that pretty. Mm-hmm. The undefeated now. If you're undefeated, you lose 2 fights, 3 fights. Look at guys like, there's guys out there that lose, but they still make a lot of money.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So, look at Canelo, he's had 2 losses.
Yeah, but look, you still got to go to war regardless,
Yeah.
Like even someone like George, George never shied away from a fight. George Kambosos,
that's
he's
right.
always taken the big fights. And
my ex-training partner, George. Yeah.
Like how do you can't not commend someone for that?
No, he's a warrior. He's a warrior. Look, you can't knock. He's a warrior. He trains like an animal.
But then again, mate, you got to fight again. I'll watch him again.
He's a seller because he doesn't mind going for it
and taking it. Whatever who wants it, I'll go there.
Yeah, he doesn't mind challenging himself.
Yeah.
Same with Tim Tszyu. Tim doesn't mind challenging himself. He will fight Fundora 7-footer twice.
Yeah.
Fight anyone undefeated world champions.
Yeah.
Tim will go in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it's these guys that have got big heart, and that's what, like, next time Kambosos fights on or Tim Tszyu fights on, people are going to tune in.
100% they will.
Yeah, we're going to tune in because they know it's going to be blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah,
Either way,
no doubt.
They're coming for it.
Can't take that away from anyone.
Yeah. Let's go back to Geedup for a minute.
Yeah.
What was the toughest part about launching the brand, like in terms of design, supply, financing? Like what was the challenges you guys faced?
From that start, like I said, I can't talk too much on the financing side of things and how things were at the beginning. But what I can do now is discuss on what it's like.
Yeah.
So basically, it's high revenue, and there's a sense of what's the word? Sense of we create a rush in a sense.
Yeah, because I feel like there's a community and there's a movement you guys have.
There is.
Yeah.
But we also don't recreate anything.
No.
So once we sell an item,
that's it. It's
that's
over.
it. You'll never see it again.
Yeah. That's a symbol. It's
correct.
Symbol.
And we don't want to make any more. Like we make enough, but we don't want to make any more. We do want it to be exclusive.
Yeah.
We do want it to be what not everyone can have it. We do want to create that community that the people want to spend the time to make sure they're on the shop at that time when we release it.
How do you promote that? Like in terms of like letting people know that this is the last time. This is what you're known for, yeah.
That is basically what we're known for.
You're known for
that it sells out.
You made that your slogan.
Correct.
Get it. Otherwise, don't get
Correct.
it. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
And then look, it's surprising enough that you still get the questions. Oh, are you going to restock this?
But then the black market opens up, yeah.
Which that's hitting us deep now.
Why
it's a compliment in a sense. So obviously, if you're making something that you have to make it fraudulently of someone else's brand, it's kind of a compliment to you. But it's shit for the consumer. But you know, and it's shit for us.
Like Apple, right? iPhone. So people line outside the Apple store waiting to get an iPhone, and people look. I used to be looking at them like. I used to work across the road in Telstra, right? Corporate for 10 years. And I'm looking at them, what are these people lining up for? They're going to get the iPhone eventually.
Yeah.
What do you want to get it first for? But that black market, they get them before they're actually, they get them before they're sold out. They get them, then they're sold out. You can't get any more for weeks.
Correct.
So what they do is they sell them overseas because Australia is one of the first countries it's released.
That's right.
And then bang, they can sell it for double, triple.
Yeah. Look, there is a reseller market with us too.
Yeah.
Not that we ate it, but there's people, anyone can jump on the store.
So you have a marketplace, is it?
So we're just an online store only.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's no shops.
But what about the resale market? You guys get involved with that?
We don't.
Oh, right.
No, we definitely don't.
Oh, wow.
So that's other people can purchase our products and they kind of know now if you're a fan of Geedup or you're a customer for a while, you know which ones are the hot products.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're lucky enough to get in there fast enough to grab 10 of them, you sit on that for a while till it sells out, you've just doubled the price on every single one of them. Then you've got stores that are professional like that do resell items, whether it's ASICs or Nikes, other brand stuff, and they buy large.
Yeah, yeah.
In a sense,
there's a shoe brand, not a shoe brand, but a shoe store that does operate a resale market.
That's right.
They just said we created our own eBay for shoes.
Basically,
yeah,
that's basically what it is. So they'll jump in there and grab what's hot, but that's a gamble for them too because they're going to hope that that's hot. With Geedup, it's kind of known if you know the brand, you know which ones are going to be the hot products.
Yeah.
They'll jump on those, and then hopefully they sell out fast. Everyone wants them.
What's the hottest product you guys have made?
Majority of the time would be what we call a hand style, which is a sort of the graffiti logo.
Yeah, yeah.
This style, which is called the team logo.
Yeah, yeah.
And the play for keeps. That's the one that's got play for keeps across
yeah,
the
yeah,
shoulders.
yeah.
Those three there are the hot sellers.
Oh.
They're the ones that sell a lot.
Yeah, I've got a few Geedup stuff actually.
You need some more.
Danilo, yeah.
Oh, Danilo.
He always comes here,
Yeah.
and every time he comes, he gives me something Geedup.
He comes.
I got the jacket. I got the shirt. I got everything. Yeah.
Good. Mate, he comes in most days. He's overseas now, obviously.
Yeah.
But he comes in most days with coffees, and no matter who's there, we could be in a serious meeting.
Yeah.
He will open these doors.
Yeah.
Cafe, no cafe. Scream the house down. It doesn't matter who's
crazy.
in there.
He'll come hit the bag here. 'Cause he gets his cheese from here.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah, he gets his cheese from here.
He says, I'll go to Marrickville now.
Yeah, he gets cheese.
Man, we could be there crying.
Yeah.
He'll come in there screaming. You know?
Yeah.
But his energy is so
Danilo.
good. It's infectious. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was. He just came to the gym, studied the bag. And then I gave him some boxing gloves, and then he goes, come to my car.
You gave us some nuts or
Yeah,
apples?
but then he started giving me some Geedup
Other
stuff.
clothes, yeah.
I'm like, oh, cool. That's
Yeah.
some Geedup stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And then he starts going around to everyone, showing me his boxing videos.
Yeah.
He trains at Woolloomooloo.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Lukey trains him.
Luke trains him. Yeah, yeah. He showed me videos of Luke training. Yeah. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's how he gets it.
So he'll go train with Luke and Alexandra, then he'll come past the office, scream, carry on a little bit, buy some coffees, then leave.
I'll give you guys. He always has to give you guys coffees.
Always.
He always gives me grapes and bananas.
Yeah. So basically, every time we have our release, which is once a month, on the Friday night, we'll go have dinner there. That's kind of like a
Cafe
ritual. Roma. Yep. So once it's all launched, like it's pretty pandemonium on that day we launch.
Yeah.
When we go on sale when the release is on.
Yeah.
So everyone's there working. Then it hits 6:30. Okay, that's it. So everyone sit back, and now the purchases start going through. We don't look at anything. Close the computers. We go straight to Cafe Roma.
So when it's sold out,
we look at 7:30. So then we let an hour go past, and 7:30 we look at what it's projected.
what the figures. So after you have dinner,
Yeah.
you check out the figures.
Yeah, and then we sit there and we say, oh,
Right.
you know, this is what we
Because
achieved.
otherwise you don't watch the launch. You don't watch it.
We make sure everything goes smoothly
Yep.
to that point where everyone's shopping.
Yep.
Okay, everything's good. The website hasn't crashed.
Yep.
This is up. Everything's right. Close it. Let's go eat. Let's check it in an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bit of a ritual that we always do.
No, that's cool.
And celebrate the months, because every month it's crazy, man. There's always different videos and marketing and all this crazy shit we're doing, that when it comes to that final day of the month, you're like, oh.
How big's your team?
We've got an office in LA.
Yeah.
We have an office in London. And then our main headquarters is here in Sydney, in Alexandria. So we have TK, Angela, Nikki Stitch, Yaz, and myself, including Pack himself. Everyone's got their role, from customer service to design, logistics, operations, marketing. So that's about 5 of us here in Sydney, then a couple overseas. So it's really a small network here in the actual backbone of the business, but then you've also got the warehouse, which is a totally different side of things. That's shipping, packing,
Of course.
orders.
Yeah.
So that's a whole different ship there.
Wow. What does luxury mean to you? Like, having a brand that's high end.
That's a tough question. We won't consider ourselves luxury. We're a streetwear brand.
Yep.
We know where we come from. We know who we
A
are.
high end streetwear brand.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that a little bit for the price point, but at the same time, we believe in what we produce. So the materials we use, the design process, the fabrics, everything about what we do is to a premium point. Includes, say, our leather goods, for example. We release leather goods, backpacks, duffel bags, side bags. They were made the exact same way a Louis Vuitton bag would, except it's priced reasonably. Yes, it's still expensive. So, say, for example, like a duffel bag was roughly around $500, $600, but made the same way a Louis Vuitton bag would be worth $6,000. So there's still craftsmanship and expensive items that go along with the process of making it.
You see yourself at that level where you give yourself someone affordable. Don't buy Louis Vuitton, buy us.
Basically, we're in a different field. It's kind of like boxing and MMA.
Yeah.
You're both a combat sport, but one's here, one's there.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. So
you know your market. You know your market.
Correct.
Yeah. Cool. And when you're doing a new drop or collection, what inspires you the most? Like, you guys the most in terms of creativity?
Oh man, it's wild, to be honest. The good thing about working with Geedup and being a part of it, man, is like it's just so unorthodox. Like, we do we've bogged Ferraris on a massive mansion property. We've flown helicopters in New Zealand with our sculptures. Like, we've traveled to New York and shut down streets. Like, we've got horses riding in the streets, luxury cars, quad bikes in streets. Man, the things that we do is just so unorthodox that it's fun. Like, you call it work.
What happened in New York?
New York, we had a launch over there, and we booked out a club, and the club.
Where was the club? Which part in New York?
So it's right in
Meatpackers
in New York, where it's in the fashion sort of industry
Yep.
of New York. I can't remember exactly what street it is, but we had Fat Joe headlining in there, and it was like a massive sort of a launch for us, and we just marketed it out. And we had all this New York team to send it out to people and make sure that everyone knew about it. And it ended up being lines out the door, lines like for kilometers. And they actually in New York, they have hip hop police. So they had these certain police that around that sort of environment that come out looking at what's going on, because it was pandemonium. There was just people all over the streets, but half of them at that time were still getting introduced to Geedup, but they just knew that people are here, so we want to come here.
Oh, right. They saw a line outside.
And they just want to come. And then it got sent around. Oh, Fat Joe's there, and this person's there, and there's security. There's something happening, and that everyone wants to be a part of it.
How'd you guys get Fat Joe there?
Look, it's just basically what we do. It's part of our job. Like, no one's untouchable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look, if you had enough money, you could get anyone here.
Yeah, it's true.
But in saying that, the right connections that we have in New York through the fashion industry and through business and music, what we do, then these people are quite approachable.
Crazy.
And they love the clothes. It helps to work that way.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Far. A lot of startups lose their identity as they grow, How do you protect the authenticity of Geedup?
That's a good question. I think Geedup's always kept its identity.
Yeah.
Not to be biased.
While scaling the business, yeah.
Yeah. That's the whole thing with us. So we keep our identity, and the whole thing of selling out an item, but we reproduce it, but in a different color, in a different style, add a little bit of this, add a little bit of that. So we still keep our same bones, but we just change it to what they want. So we still keep our identity. The only thing recently we've changed, we've released a new catalog called Generals. So Generals is your casual wear. So it doesn't have all the loud stuff like this. It's literally your light browns, grey, black, soft cottons, airport wear.
Yep.
You know, comfy wear, which is just neutral colours. No high logos. There's logos, but they're matching colours.
Okay. Oh, yes. The camouflage logos.
That's basically it.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
your
yeah.
logo is the same colour
seen
as the
them.
garment.
Yeah, they look cool.
It's all sort of, you know, your comfy cafe wear.
Yeah.
It's probably got a more mature palette to it.
Yeah.
But we're not keeping the same bones as the general Geedup stuff. So this will be restocked. We don't run the whole sold out thing. And it is slightly cheaper than the Geedup items as well.
Okay.
So that's us staying true to ourselves while keep doing what we're doing with the clothes that we originally and always have.
Yep.
But now we've just added something instead of taking something away or changing it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because I know that's a lot of people will probably waited for that type of drop.
Look, some yes, but some no.
Yeah.
So like your 14-year-old kid that loves a really loud jumper that he can ride on his dirt bike, yes. But that person who's now, I've been a fan of Geedup since they were 20, but now they're 30.
They'll take it.
He wants that one.
Yes.
So now we're going to try and cater for both markets.
So I used to have at the gym at Zoo Boxing. We used to run Zoo Boxing.
Yep.
And I used to have a lot of young kids. They're all wearing Geedup. I don't even know what it was.
Yeah.
It's a few years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I got Geedup, man. Geedup. I'm like, whoa. And like, you know, man, they're telling me this is it. It's happening. And I've seen like about, I used to run the teenagers class.
Yeah.
And they all come in.
Yeah.
This is years ago. This was like about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And they'd all come in with their Geedup shirt, jumpers, everything. I'm like, what the hell is this brand? I've never seen it before. And then everyone just wearing it. It just went crazy. And I'm asking them, like, it's in at the moment. It's in at the moment. They're telling me it's in at the moment.
See, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
In at the moment, you want to be in forever.
Yeah, that's right.
So you got to cater to the market, which goes back to that generals range.
Yeah, well, what do you think there's an intersection between gym culture, streetwear, lifestyle? It is exploding right now, but how does Geedup stay ahead of that curve? Like, there's the gym wear, there's the streetwear, but how do you stay ahead of what's going on? What's next?
Well, that's our job. We always have to stay current and what's with the times.
Do you go overseas and travel overseas and see what's in there?
Yeah, definitely. But look, our Australian market isn't ready for the US. So what the US is wearing right now,
it's always
we're behind.
We're behind. How far are we behind?
Oh man, these guys are wearing the baggiest pants with Asics shoes and holes through their shirts with diamonds attached. Like that, we're not there.
But we might get there, yeah.
Yeah,
we're on the way.
Look, it's not my style personally.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
but it's probably going to head. It's probably going to head that way.
Either.
It's probably going to head that way.
The 14-year-old in about 5 years' time was going to wear that.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly, but you got to be that first person to do it.
Yeah.
So
all it takes is one guy who's got a bit of a name, who's a bit of an influencer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just making an example. I won't say it's him, but I Show Speed or something comes out like that.
Mate, he can walk around with a witch's hat on his head. These 14-year-old kids will start doing it.
Yeah.
Like it's like that. But like I said, fashion and that culture is something that you always have to stay switched on for. Majority of our business is online. So we're on your social media, your TikTok, Instagram, all that sort of stuff. So staying ahead of the curve on that is key. So you know what's happening, you know what's going on, whether it's gym culture, sports, fashion.
Do you guys want to, like, let's say we fast forward 10 years from now, yeah? Mm-hmm. What does success look like for Geedup in your eyes?
In my eyes.
In 10 years' time. Like,
in 10 years' time?
Say they told you, okay, they went around the table at the Geedup office and say, where do you see us in 10 years?
Where I see us in 10 years, I actually see us there shorter than that, is completely broken through to the US and UK market.
Yeah.
We're already worldwide. Our clothes get sold across the world. Our biggest markets outside of Australia and New Zealand would be the UK and the US. So we are existent there. But I want to be what we are. Not what I want to be, what I think we will be what we are here in those states.
Yeah.
But you've got to remember that, mate, you could have one city. Take New York. That's as big as Australia.
That's right.
I don't need a whole of US.
That's
you
right.
You know what I mean?
You need to crack one city.
One city.
Everybody wants to wear, like, it's that goes back to the pizzas, New York pizzas. Like we got like companies, like for example, friends of mine own that pizza shop, MMC Slice. They just copied the pizza and poof,
That's right.
Gone crazy.
That's
It's
right.
the pizza.
That's
it's
right.
the pizza. But it's you just have to just crack one thing.
Yeah.
One city.
One city in the States
city.
is the size
New
of
York
Australia.
City is the biggest city in the world.
What's the fashion capital,
Yeah,
besides Paris?
Yeah,
So,
if you can crack New York, you've cracked it everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
So you just need
make
one
it there,
city.
you can make it anywhere in New York.
So we are quite present in LA and New York. But to get to who we are here in Australia,
Yep.
being the number one in the streetwear industry in Australia, I'd like to have that over there,
Yeah.
which is very hard. But look, compete with the likes of Supreme and things like that are in the States.
Yeah, I think it's. What about? I don't know. I'm not sure. Do you guys do female as well? Female.
Ours is all unisex.
Unisex,
So
yeah.
we have released a couple of things that were strictly female, which were just cropped hoodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And I guess looking at global expansion from your perspective, in terms of like building like different avenues of income, different avenues you guys into. Would you be looking at like delving into, like, I know Nike has started their own gym brand. Mm-hmm. They're building gyms. Are you guys looking at something like that in the future?
Not necessarily. But being as a boxing podcast, I don't know if this is a bit this is bad, but Jake had an interest in that IBC, which is the International Brawling Competition.
Okay.
He got invited to the show.
International what?
Brawling competition. So it was the one that debuted in Gold Coast last week. Or the week
what is
before.
it? Is it like just what? What is it?
It's boxing.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, it's not boxing. It's brawling.
Okay.
So there's no kicks, no elbows, none of that sort of stuff. It's fists.
Yeah.
But it's war. So you got a ring, which is square sort of cage. There's a diamond in the middle. At a certain stage, someone gets told to come to the diamond. They both have to bang in that diamond. So it's pretty.
All right.
It's pretty.
Like, you've said they say stand here. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
But it's kind of mandatory in this sport.
All right.
Yeah. So it's pretty full on.
Is that in America right now?
It's
Or
not. So this particular guy's launched this
in Australia?
himself, and then Paco, he went over to the show and he liked it.
Yeah.
So he's like, man, I want to meet this guy. I want to see what's going on there. So he's sort of got his hands in that. But is it Geedup? Yes and no. Is there more Pac's interest in it? Yes. But Geedup still will have its involvement in that as well, where it might come down to, say, the UFC, for example, that they're forced to wear Venom shorts. You can't have sponsors and stuff like
100%,
boxing.
yeah.
Similar sort of thing. If we want to go down that path, that's what we'll do. Outside of that, as for other businesses that are aligned with Geedup, probably not. But we always do, say, accessories, which we do sort of numbered things as well. So they're hard to get. So we'll release skateboards. We'll release ashtrays. We'll release sunglasses, things that are normally out of our catalogue that are collectibles in a sense. But out of that industry, probably not. This has only recently been one of the things that we're kind of exploring.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, that's a very insightful. You guys are always rapidly changing, and it's amazing to have you here.
Thank you.
And really to delve into this stuff, because this is stuff you don't hear.
Yeah.
You know, from the brand, you're the like behind the scenes of the brand. It's always a great fascination, and to understand how they work and how ideas they come up with. It's always an amazing thing
like
to
I
hear.
said, the creativity, man, it's crazy because we're so unorthodox. Nothing's a bad idea. I'm talking horses and luxury cars and all
like
this
New York
crazy shit. Like nothing's a bad idea. Nothing's impossible. So which makes it quite fun but stressful at times too.
Yeah, well, then you're forced to think laterally.
Yeah.
Yeah, not just think logically.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Exactly
like a lot of people went to uni like, oh, we're going to do this and this. Like, what do you mean? We're going to do that. I'm like, no, that's everything. That's against everything we ever taught.
Exactly right. That's
so
exactly right.
you got to do everything here.
Exactly.
So you can't have someone who just had a uni degree to go to Geedup because they're like doing everything the right way.
And look, and the things that you spend money on and that marketing that you put all that time into, you can't really convert them to sales. So you can't say, because of that campaign that we did with this luxury car or this motorbike, that made this many sales. You can't judge that. You can't see that. But what you can see is the views and the stuff that got shared. You can see what it did on social media.
Like Terence Crawford.
Yeah, you can see the stuff that it does, but you can't generate it to sales.
No, you can't.
So you are spending that money on the marketing, knowing what it does, but without a number.
Yes.
And that's a pretty risky place to be in.
100%. But again, it's growing your brand.
Yeah,
that's the key.
And look, mate, the guy's Pac himself is a wizard, mate. What goes on in his head, I don't know.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Some people got a gift.
He does. He's got it. He's got it. Business minded.
Yeah.
A father. A good mate of mine. Personally, and his creativity, what he sees in his mind, to what he explains. He wants to say, I want to do this campaign like this. I don't see it. I don't see what he's talking about. I think this guy's nuts. But I know I trust what he's doing.
Yeah, because
and to be honest, it's his, so he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
But I can't say that's a bad idea because I don't know what he sees in his mind, and then what comes out is crazy.
Wow.
So he's a good person to be around.
So some people have that vision and they see things before they happen.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's one of those.
He's that creative. Like I said, with the clothes too. Like he can just lock himself away for 2 days and just create a whole collection for a year.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. His mind works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, so some people, this is what I'm talking about. Like some people have an amazing gift and they just have to be given the opportunity to actually use it.
100%.
And all of us have a gift, I believe.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? All of us have a gift.
Yeah.
But a lot of us don't get the opportunity to use that gift.
Or find out what it is.
We're scared. We're afraid.
Yeah.
We don't want to do it because we care what other people say about us and how they're going to think of us.
Especially if you're doing something in the public eye too.
Yeah.
You know, there's always that self-conscious of what's this person going to say or what's that comment going to be. Yeah. But look, you know what you're doing, man. As long as you're doing the right thing by yourself and by everybody else.
That's right. Yeah, look, just focus. Look, at the end of the day, if you're just focusing on developing yourself, developing your brand, developing your business, I think it doesn't matter what the noise is.
Yeah.
The noise is deafening.
Yeah.
Because all you do is just, that's it. You just keep focusing on the road.
Yeah, he's very much like that. He's sort of distilled that into me as well. We've just, just that outside
it's good
noise.
that you have the ideas to bounce off each other and
For sure.
to have that person in your life where you're not just your friend, but you see him every day and you get that connection.
Yeah.
You feel that, and then you get that energy off each other.
Well, that's right.
You feed off each other.
Things that we do through business, through work, things that personally, which is unspeakable, things that stay between him and I. Things that put us sort of together, that share a special relationship and kind of understanding each other. But not only that, we've got the whole team at the office that someone could put out that idea and it doesn't matter where it comes from.
Yeah.
Could be anyone.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their input and everyone's got their job. Like that place doesn't turn without everyone's input.
And did you have to to get that team together? Did you a lot of searching, or was that you knew each other, or did you acquire people over time? How did that work? How did you get the team together?
So acquired people over time is what he did. But people did know each other. Some people did, some people didn't. But the team that he's got now, I just think it's that united. Like we're all just very similar people where it's not like there's someone in the office that's that guy. You know what I mean? Everyone's kind of united. Like everyone's got that same sense of humor. Everyone's can gel. No one's upset. You don't fight with each other. No one fights with each other.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, man. It's just it's a really, really good team.
And how many people in that team?
In that one there, there's
in your office?
In ours, there's 3, 4, 7 in our office. Yeah.
Usually when there's 5 people in there, there's always one person.
There's always one.
There's always one person.
But look, with us there isn't, man. And like I said, there's no arguments. There's none of that sort of stuff. Like it's actually a really, really good environment. We get along.
I think that's got to do with the leadership.
Yeah.
If the leader is in a way producing that kind of leadership where it gets everyone to be so relaxed, they can be themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the key. Because if it's one person, if the leaders be like, nah, very strict, very, very policy focused and very strict, like very up and down discipline, like you got to do this, this and this and this, and very strict, it's very hard to release.
You're right.
That creativity, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
You don't want that tension.
You're right. You're right. And like I said, it is definitely like that. And like I said, in this industry, it's somewhere you have to be creative and free in a sense where you can sort of do your thing. Well, obviously everyone's got a job to do, of course. And don't get me wrong, look, there's shit that pisses us off too. Like stuff does happen and people get angry, but we're not fighting amongst ourselves or anything like that. There's definitely no sort of thing, but shit happens in life. Everyone's human. Things happen. Things don't always go our way. We could spend a whole day shooting and it wasn't what we wanted. Like things happen. Yeah. But all in all, as a team in Souls and get along with each other, we do, and we all work pretty good together.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing to hear. Well, that's good. That's good to finish on that, Sammy.
Thanks, bro. Thanks
for having me on.
Coming
on board.
Thanks for having me, brother. Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Appreciate you coming because obviously it's good to find out about you guys, find out about you, your stories about Terrence and other boxers. It's good to get that behind the scenes information, because this is like, people want to know that. People want to see what's going on behind Geedup.
Yeah, look,
and that's what we're here to do today.
100%. Look, it was pretty good, man. Speak a bit on business, but there's so much boxing there, from the Australian boxers and stuff that we work with, like say all the guys we've worked with, and then Terrence and stuff. So no, it was a good chat.
Boxing's pretty big. Yeah,
I could talk forever about boxing and Geedup.
Well, if you guys want help getting for boxers, I can definitely help you guys.
No, of course you can.
Got some boxes.
Yeah, of course you do.
Some one
Everyone does.
I've got a fighter. He's Jonathan Scroy. He's also very...
I was waiting for that because I seen him on your shirt. I seen his poster over there.
I was waiting for you to wear this on purpose.
I was waiting for you to drop his name. When's it coming?
Jonathan Scroy.
I've seen him.
Yeah, half Irish, half... what's the other half? Half Irish, half Jamaican.
Yep.
Yeah. So it appeals to many markets.
He's fighting this month?
Yeah, on the 25th on September.
Yeah, so
come down and watch him. We give you guys a ticket.
Yeah, done. Give me a ticket and I'll come and watch.
Done.
Done.
Lock it in.
Lovely, bro. Thanks again.
Awesome.